We are covering a critical pacing strategy for the word knowledge subtest of the AFOQT. This subtest is one of the most time-pressured sections of the entire exam. You will face 25 questions and have only 5 minutes to answer them. Simple math tells you that's an average of 12 seconds per question, but a successful test taker knows that averages can be deceiving. The key to maximizing your score isn't about spending 12 seconds on every word. It's about banking time on the words you know to spend a few extra seconds on the ones you don't. The strategy is to spend no more than 5 seconds on a word you recognize instantly. If you see the word benevolent and immediately know its synonym is kind, you select the answer and move on. That quick answer just bought you an extra 7 seconds for a tougher question later. The real challenge comes with unfamiliar words. If a word is not immediately recognizable, you can afford to spend up to 10, maybe 12 seconds trying to decode it. This is where your knowledge of word parts becomes a tactical tool. For instance, if you see the word subterranean and don't know its exact meaning, you can break it down. Sub means under, and terranean relates to the earth or ground. You can quickly deduce the meaning underground and find the corresponding answer. This decoding process is your main weapon against the clock. However, the most common exam trap is getting stuck. If you've looked at a word for 10 to 12 seconds and still have no idea, you must make an educated guess and move on. Dwelling on a single difficult question is the fastest way to sabotage your score, as it steals time from other questions you might have been able to answer correctly. Remember, the AFOQT doesn't penalize for wrong answers, so a guess is always better than leaving an answer blank. A great mental shortcut to enforce this discipline is the phrase, 5 to thrive, 10 to contend, then it's the end. This means you take 5 seconds to thrive on words you know. You take up to 10 seconds to contend with a word using your knowledge of roots and prefixes. After that, it's the end of that question. You guess and move forward. This pacing strategy is vital because the word knowledge subtest directly impacts your verbal composite score. This score is a mandatory component for commissioning and is also factored into the Combat Systems Officer, or CSO, composite score. Poor time management on this fast-paced subtest can drag down these critical scores, potentially affecting your eligibility for certain career fields. By mastering this aggressive pacing strategy, you are not just answering vocabulary questions, you are managing a scarce resource, time, to maximize your overall AFOQT performance. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.